Hello beautiful people, it's your fashionista friend here, and today we are deep diving into the alleged hate crime committed by Emma Macdonald and Hallie Batchelder. The purpose of this video is to bring more attention to the situation because I feel like it needs to be brought to another platform, and I just want to, use the platform I have to get the word out there. Even if my voice is very small online, I feel like this needs to be heard by more people, and, Hallie and Emma need to be held accountable for what they've done. I just want to say that all of this video is alleged. I am just piecing all of the receipts together that have been posted online and then adding my commentary on top of that. Please do not send Daddy's lawyer after me. And all the videos are being used for fair use commentary purposes. Thank you. So in today's video, what I want to talk about is just give some brief context on what the hell is going on here. And then I want to show you Nyjah's side of the story and Hallie's. This whole thing has gone down on TikTok. And then I want to also deep dive into the people at hand, who they are as people, into their background, talk about their wonderful characters. Nyjah sounds like a great gal. We're gonna deep dive into Hallie, Emma's mom? Yeah, I know. I can't make this shit up. And the boy toy of the night, Blake Griffin. So let's get into the video. Just some brief context here. First, Hallie posted an unhinged storytime video about one night in New York City. A girl was talking to her man's boy toy, whatever you want to call it. The fact that she didn't say his name is very telling. And then Hallie admitted to kicking the girl that she felt threatened by and posted it on TikTok. Then Nyjah saw the TikTok and made a response video to it and released a lot of damning details, to say the least. So Nyjah originally posted 3 parts to this story, but Hallie deleted her TikTok video and then got Nyjah's second part to this whole catastrophe taken down from TikTok. So right now we're gonna watch part 1.
I kind of steered her in the right direction, and then she got in my face.
Hi, I'm Nyjah, the girl who got kicked by a New York groupie, and now she's trying to make entertaining content and saying we were fighting over a man. No, girl, I do not fight. I do not fight other women over men. That is the most disgusting feral energy. Not about it. I knew the universe was going to let me know every single person that was sitting in that section because they decided it would be funny to try and dehumanize me. And then when I turn around to ask, why did you just kick me? I'm a human being. They laugh even harder at the fact that I think I'm a human being. I guess it's just hilarious to them that someone actually cares about themselves. I wasn't going to address this situation actually, but I got sent this TikTok. So let's get into story time. The man that she kicked me for, who let me into a section, was Blake Griffin. He is a Boston basketball player. And honestly, they were sitting beside each other, but they weren't talking. She wasn't saying anything. And he was just looking at kind of the dance floor, leaning forward. No words being exchanged. At this point, I have been at the lounge for quite some time because my friend, who's a model and influencer, she invited me to a promoter dinner and party with other models and influencers. She felt like I was going to have a lot of fun, and I did. I vibed with so many people, and I've been drinking some wine, drinking some champagne, so I'm feeling a little lit. I'm going around just the lounge, and I end up talking to Blake. We talk about how I'm Canadian, he's from Boston, and I did acknowledge that he's a beautiful man just because he's this biracial man with ginger hair. He's really big. It was really just that. And I also peeped that he has a preference when I walked into that section. So that's fine. I wanted to talk to Hallie and Emma, but they were giving mean girl energy. So go to part 2 to really understand what this girl did to me. And I just have to mention, he doesn't even follow her on Instagram. She wasn't even allowed to mention his name. She might have been a midnight snack at best, but I don't know. Point is, he does not like you, girl.
And I'm just disgusted by Hallie and Emma's actions, especially Emma's comment. That just kind of incriminates them both in this shit show. Part 2 has been taken down, and I scoured all over the internet for it. I looked on TikTok to see if people had reposted it, on YouTube, Reddit. No one had reposted the video there. I looked through like multiple pages of Google. The video is wiped from the internet. Nyjah's second part of the video, and also the entire video of Hallie's story time. I cannot find that either. But as you can see here, Nyjah admits that Hallie got it taken down, her part 2 of the video. Also, in part 2, allegedly, Emma Macdonald's mom commented this comment on the part 1 video, and then Nyjah responded to it. Your mom is sticking up for you? You are 21, Emma. Like, what the hell? Allegedly, the Macdonald mother said, just made a fake account to say this from the safety of a little cell phone, circling the drain and making up stories to make yourself feel powerful. Girl, the receipts are there. A picture of a huge bruise on Nyjah's back. And what does she have to gain from outing Hallie and Emma about this? She has no incentive to lie. And like, why would she lie about it? It's not like there are millions and millions of followers or anything. She's not like slandering Alex Earl here right now. And I really don't think she's lying here. Emma, you are 21. Like, why are you having your mom defend you on social media like this? And this isn't the first time. Grow up, literally. This is part 3. It's just like another clip of Hallie's deranged story time.
I went to Little Sister and almost got in a physical altercation. Like, almost got in a fight. I can't say, like, it wasn't, like, partially my fault. I mean, she was, like, kind of just getting a little too close to the guy I was with. So I kind of steered her in the right direction.
You steered her in the right direction with your foot?
And then she got my face. And I was like, I'm ready to fucking go. I'll go right now with you.
You want to beat a girl up over a guy? Really? That's just not cute.
She was lucky I didn't have the taser on me. Imagine we're like fighting over a guy and I'm like, go over there.
I can't believe Hallie brought up the taser. Like, that is so fucked up. Like, you want to tase a girl because he's getting around your boy toy? And even if that's a joke, that's a sick joke. And that's coming from me as someone who has a pretty dark sense of humor. You don't joke about that.
Thank you. Anywho.
Come on. Her accent, does she actually talk like that? Is that a joke? The way she talks, is that a joke? Now I want to give a little deep dive on these people. So, Nyjah seems like a chill, cool girl living in New York City. She posts outfit of the day videos on TikTok, and as she said before, she was at the nightclub with her friend who's an influencer and brought her there. And thankfully, she made the best of her time there, other than being kicked by Hallie. So Hallie here, let's get into her. If Tana Mojo, Tara's World, and Hailey Bieber had a child, that would be Hallie. Hailey Bieber for the mean girl energy here. She's one of the most, like, unhinged influencers I've ever seen, clearly, especially up to this point. Hallie lives in New York City, and she's 25, I think, around there, but she's acting like a third grader. I watched her videos, a lot of her TikToks, and from what I've seen, it doesn't seem like Hallie leaves her apartment very much. And it doesn't seem like she has much of a job, if any.
So here's another day in my life as the stupid-ass unemployed bitch in New York.
And when she does leave her apartment, it's really just to party. And also I've noticed, I mean, this might be kind of petty to bring up, but it's like pretty evident that she comes from a lot of money. And a majority of her content is her just partying and being hungover. Sounds like an amazing influence on, you know, today's youth. Next, Emma is a Boston-based influencer. She's from the Cape, and it's actually kind of crazy. I liked Emma in the past. I used to be a huge fan of Maggie, especially when Maggie was into manifesting and spirituality and stuff. Actually, I want to show you this here. I have this vision board I made a few years ago. Do you recognize that gal right there? Miss Emma here? This did not age well. This is a bad vibe. This vision kind of turned sour. When I actually met Maggie and Emma once, Maggie was so nice. Emma, she reminded me of that Equinox video, that TikTok that girl exposed her with. She was very shy, but Maggie was like really nice and genuine and stuff. I appreciated that. Anyways, Emma has an abundance of scandals ranging from promoting ED behavior, photoshopping her body, allegedly bullying kids with special needs during her time in school, constantly refusing to take accountability for the long list of problematic things she's done over the years. And the receipts are on the Macdonald sisters Reddit if you want to check it out. There's a lot there. I have 2 words to describe Emma's mom: unhinged and delusional. I get it, mama bear. I'm sure as a mom it is scary to have your daughters be online, and she's online too, but especially like your kids, you know, that must hit different, and that's not something I can resonate with, but I'm sure it's really hard to see your children get heavily criticized and fuck up online. The way she goes about it is just delusional, and she did a live stream the other day and was saying, why don't women support women? Like, quit hating on Emma. I'm like, the whole reason we got to this point is your daughter was literally laughing at a girl getting kicked and bullied at the club. Your math is not mathing here, Mrs. Macdonald. And then I want to talk about Blake Griffin. He's a basketball player. Like, also, why are all these influencer girlies obsessed with dating athletes? Like, are y'all trying to fulfill some high school fantasy or something? Like, I don't get it. What's the appeal of following around some sweaty dude? I mean, maybe the money. I don't know. What does a fashion girly really have in common with an athlete? Blake Griffin did some digging here. He had a girlfriend for 8 years who he had 2 children with, and he left his, longtime partner for Kendall Jenner. Just sounds like a great guy. And then also, he's apparently Lana Rhoades' baby daddy.
Cool Cakes. They have her on it. She's holding her baby, and they say to her, like, "Would you have any words of advice or whatever?" She goes, "Yeah, don't have babies with NBA players."
Uh-huh.
So you don't know anything. She has a baby with an NBA player.
Yeah,
Nobody
sure.
knows who it is. It's Blake Griffin. Big deal. But
is it actually?
Yes. It's supposed to be a secret. Everybody fucking knows.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if he got her pregnant while he was still with his long-term partner. Editing Patty, please fact check that.
Editing Patty here with a timeline. Blake broke up with his long-term partner in 2017, and Lana had the baby in 2022.
So overall, my thoughts on this, I am disgusted by Emma and Hallie. I keep wanting to frickin' call her Hallie. Hallie's behavior throughout all of this. And I think the difference between Nyjah and Hallie, the way they carry themselves in their videos really speaks louder than words. And the tone they use and their body language is just telling. And Nyjah was just pulling out the receipts. Also, Hallie deleted her videos like immediately or soon after. Delete if guilty. And then Hallie got one of Nyjah's taken down. Also, Emma's comment that she left on Hallie's storytime video really just confirms Nyjah's telling the truth and just really goes to show Emma's poor character and mean girl energy. Why did Hallie feel the need to cause physical pain to another woman at the club? That is so messed up. Who in their right mind does that, especially over a guy? And she was like in her video, she's like, oh, you want to go? You want to go fight over a dude? It's like, ew. I hope that Emma and Hallie are held accountable and they learn their lesson because this behavior is not okay. They cannot proceed doing shit like this, and they apologize as they should. Share with your friends. This is something that needs to be talked about more, and bitches need to be held accountable. And justice needs to be served. A lot of comments in Nyjah's were like, you should press charges on them, and I hope she pulls through with that. That, everything works out in her favor because she was really wronged by those 2 girls. And anyways, thank you guys again so much for watching, and have a good one. And stay safe out there. Watch out for those sketchy girls like Hallie and Emma. Be careful out there.